Why do our eyes tear up when we cut onions? And what's the reason behind the big H on helicopter landing pads? And how do these people work with high voltage electricity without getting shocked? And do you know that baby panda can't poop on their own? Stay tuned for all these amazing facts. Number 10. If you visit Arizona, you see this kind of dry, yellow grass everywhere. But in reality, the grass isn't green. A guy is actually painting this yellow grass green using spray paint. Originally, the grass looks completely dead like this. But as soon as this guy sprays paint on it, it turns lush green. If you touch it, you can even see the paint. Number 9. How do linemen work on high voltage power lines without getting shocked? Do they just wear gloves and touch live 300,000 volt wires? Absolutely not. There are two special methods for working on high voltage. Hot stick method. The lineman works using a long, insulated pole and never touches the wire directly with their hands. Bare hand method. The worker wears a special conductive suit and charges their body to the exact same voltage as the line, allowing them to safely touch the wire. The gloves linemen wear are meant for protection against low to medium voltage. These special insulating rubber gloves have standard voltage ratings, but directly grabbing a live 20,000 to 300,000 volt power line with just gloves is impossible. Number 8. Baby pandas cannot poop on their own. A baby panda's body is so delicate that its muscles don't function properly yet. If they don't get help, they can stop pooping and fall sick. To prevent this, the mother panda licks her cub's backside, creating gentle pressure on its stomach and lower region, helping it poop. This process has to be done multiple times a day. When humans raise a baby panda, obviously no one licks it. Instead, caretakers use a soft cloth soaked in warm water to gently rub that area. With just that little stimulation, the baby panda easily does his things. Number 7. Strange things happen around the world. During lockdown, an Italian man had to argue with his wife and walked 450 kilometers away on foot. When the police caught him and asked how he made it so far, he explained that people along the way gave him food and water, after which he would walk 60 kilometers a day. Because he was out during the lockdown, a fine of about $400 was also imposed on him. Number 6. Trash cans in the Netherlands look very small, but they don't fill up for weeks. What kind of magic is this? Actually, these dustbins look tiny from the top, but underneath they open into an entire underground chamber, which you can clearly see in this video. The truck lifts it all up and empties it in a single go. Number 5. You probably didn't know these train secrets. When trains are moving, sand is dropped onto the train wheels. Actually, this plays a very important role. During the rainy season, when both the tracks and the wheels become very slippery, brakes don't engage easily. To fix this, the loco pilot presses a button to drop this sand onto the tracks, creating friction between the wheel and the track, which is how trains manage to stop even in the rain. Number 4. Do fruits and vegetables resemble human organs for a reason? Sometimes we notice fruits and vegetables that look like human organs and think they must be beneficial for those specific organs. But the truth is, this is just an old belief called the doctrine of signatures. According to science, a food's shape has nothing to do with its health benefits. Yes, certain foods are beneficial because of their nutrition, not their appearance. Carrots contain beta-carotene, which is good for eyesight. Not because they look like eyes. Walnuts contain omega-3, making them useful for brain health, not because they look like a brain. Grapes are packed with antioxidants. Their resemblance to lungs is purely a coincidence. Tomatoes are healthy for the heart because of lycopene, not because they look like a heart. Kidney beans are named after their shape, but they don't offer any special kidney benefits. Nature definitely provides health benefits, but every food works because of its nutrients, not because of what organ it resembles. Number 3. Why do some onions make your eyes water while others don't? If you've noticed, some onions cut easily, while others make tears flow the moment you slice them. Onions contain a special enzyme called alliinase and various sulfur compounds. The moment you cut an onion, its cells break. This enzyme reacts with the sulfur compounds to create a tear gas-like gas called synpropanethyl S oxide. This gas mixes into the air, reaches your eyes, and irritates them. To protect against this irritation, your eyes produce tears to wash the gas away. Older and sweeter onions produce less of this gas, resulting in fewer tears, whereas fresh onions react much more strongly. Chilling them in the fridge, peeling and soaking them in water for a while, or cutting them with a sharp knife significantly reduces this effect. Since the root part of the onion has the highest concentration of the enzyme, cutting it last will result in even fewer tears. Number 2. Why is there always an H on helicopter landing pads? Many people think H stands for helicopter, and in a way, it does represent a helipad, letting pilots spot the official landing zone from afar. Actually, helicopter landings are quite sensitive and risky. That's why the surface must be completely flat, clean, and strong, because a helicopter's fast-spinning rotors can blow away and suck in even the smallest nearby objects. If an object hits the blades, it can cause a dangerous accident. Because of this, proper concrete helipads are built on buildings or the ground. The H simply indicates that a helicopter is allowed to land there. The direction from which to land is decided by the pilot based on wind direction and approach path, not by the H. In short, H simply means helipad. Landing is permitted here. Number 1. Why is gold so expensive even though it's just a metal? Is it just because of its color? The actual story is far more interesting. Gold wasn't originally a part of Earth's surface. When the Earth was formed, heavy metals like gold sank into the molten core. The gold we find in Earth's upper layer today arrived later via meteor and asteroid crashes. Literally, the gold we wear is a gift from outer space. Extracting gold from the ground requires mining, a very expensive and dangerous process. Every mine is different, but on average, to extract 1 gram of gold, a ton or more of rock must be broken. The less gold present in the ore, the more rock has to be broken, which increases the cost. Because of all this, the price of gold is naturally high. Researchers believe that gold mining will become even more difficult and expensive in the future as high-quality gold reserves gradually deplete.